Hi there, and welcome to the Week 6 Group Presentation Strategic Review of Bed Bath & Beyond by group number 130. I'm going to be your host during this presentation. My name is Leanne LaHaye, and I'm excited to get started. So, first off, one moment. So our initial research of the company Bed Bath & Beyond, it was founded in 1971 and is currently headquartered in Union, New Jersey. There are currently 1,024 physical stores in multiple countries, as well as a fully functioning website. Bed Bath & Beyond has about 55,000 employees worldwide. That includes in person and in other areas of the company. Bed Bath & Beyond is currently under the control of its CEO, Mark Tritton. He recently took over Bed Bath & Beyond in the last 5 years, and he is starting to move the company into a different direction. If you don't know what Bed Bath & Beyond is, it is classified as a big box chain retailer that specializes in home goods, kitchenware, appliances, linens, bedding, all of that kind of stuff. So if you don't know what Bed Bath & Beyond is, that is what it is. Moving on to section 2, or part 2 of section 1. The marketing techniques of Bed Bath & Beyond rely heavily on its digital presence. If you are not a customer of Bed Bath & Beyond, you may not know that they heavily rely on their coupon mailers for their marketing. I get them myself. I don't really know anybody who doesn't, but they do provide for a really, really interesting marketing technique to get people in the door. As Brian Nagel states, he describes it as a combination of the coupon mailers and the merchandising, which is the secret sauce of Bed Bath & Beyond, and it's what gets customers in the door and encouraged to buy many products. So you might walk in and think you're just buying one thing, then you walk out with many items. That's their whole technique. Moving on to their competitive arena, Bed Bath & Beyond's top 3 competitors are Walmart, Target, and Amazon. These 3 main competitors offer the same products at competitive prices. Bed Bath & Beyond has had a historically hard time keeping up with large online retailers in the recent age of digital transformation, because of the fact that its main competitors have a firm grasp on their e-commerce systems and their customer base. So you have Amazon that is pretty much 100% e-commerce base for those types of products, and you have Walmart and Target that are also close behind in their e-commerce systems. So moving on to the IT strategy, Bed Bath & Beyond has invested in both hardware and software to expand e-commerce presence, and partnering with Oracle Cloud, Bed Bath & Beyond has updated their previously outdated data and tech. This will help them continue to build on that framework of improving their e-commerce status to be competitive with their top competitors. And finally, Bed Bath & Beyond has used consumer data to drive marketing strategy, and this is done through digital analytics and is something Bed Bath & Beyond is looking to automate in the coming years. Moving on to section 2, the general external environment. So Bed Bath & Beyond is a global corporation that operates in several different countries, including the United States, Mexico, and Canada. When we're looking at these different pestle analysis features, so when it comes to political, they have the domestic policies that they have to worry about and international laws, which can affect trade. And you also have to think about current events and just the overall social climate of other countries when they're doing business. Moving on to the economic portion, they have a huge impact on this industry. Just based on the bullet points here, we have the unemployment rate reached the highest levels in 72 years during the COVID-19 crisis, and it has not yet recovered to pre-pandemic levels, and consumers will continue to have less disposable income. Bed Bath & Beyond is not what you would call a, it's not completely important purchases. It's not like food, it's not groceries, it's not anything like that, but it's meant for those who have some disposable income, so it's not completely, it's just not as important as other things. So moving on to inflation, we have, that is an issue for the economic aspect, because after the 2020 pandemic, just spending on non-essential commodities will not come back for a little while, and because of this, the inflation rate has accelerated about 0.4% and is well above forecasts, which was forecasted originally at 4.9%. Moving on here to the social aspect. During the COVID-19 pandemic, we all know that everything was pretty much closed, and this is where there was a small shift, because we did have some demand for at-home gym equipment, or just, things in general to keep people busy, and Bed Bath & Beyond was able to supply those kinds of things. They do offer primarily home goods, but they also have electronics and workout equipment and things like that do cater to those audiences. And then they have the technological aspect. Bed Bath & Beyond really needs to increase their capabilities to stay competitive and relevant. For their e-commerce, they need to invest in the platform a little bit more to make it seamless for consumers and have a bigger ease of access, and encourage people to be repeat users, basically. And then we have the supply chain. For Bed Bath & Beyond to be more productive, the firm can integrate more automation in their warehouses and in stores, and they could really have an opportunity to save on labor and increase efficiency, and put that money towards something else important like their e-commerce platform. Okay, moving on here to part 3 of the general environment. We have the environmental aspect, which is the fast emergence of green or ecologically friendly products, and also just their work towards sustainability as a company to appeal to customers. I know as a consumer, I do look into sustainability when I am shopping, so that is going to be a really important factor for them to focus on in the coming years. And then finally, we have the legal factors. Legal factors are they're not nebulous, but they are, businesses like Bed Bath & Beyond do have to be aware of the legal ramifications in scaling their online businesses, because there are some roadblocks that could get in the way. And if they were to do something like shift to remote work, they would need to understand the privacy and legal regulations for the new environment. Okay, moving on here to the Section 3 Industry Environment Part 1. We have here that interim rivalry is high. So this shows that they're slow to adapt to challenges posed by current adaptive retail giants. Second, the bargaining power of buyers is high. Bargaining power of suppliers is low, and threat of new entrants is low. But the threat of substitute products is fairly high, because a lot of the products are carried in different places at Bed Bath & Beyond. And then the second part here, we have revenue, operating income, and net income have declined since 2018, and physical locations have been closed across North America. Investors have ousted leadership and placed Target's former CMO Mark Tritton at the wheel, like I explained before. And the new plan focuses on breaking down barriers and maximizing profits through the following bullet points here. So we got shutting down underperforming stores, etc. Moving on here, kind of wrapping up section 3 here. The competitive advantage and rivalry has been a huge focus for Tritton. He wants to bring the company to the next level and have it be competitive with their top 3 competitors. So section 4 here, we got competitive analysis. They have market overlap, like we said before. We do have overlapping product and demographic, and then we have resource similarity with the criterion to success evaluation, and with the focus on cost leadership. Competitor interaction, like we said before, Amazon and Target do have a really good grasp on their e-commerce, so that's a big subject in this presentation. And then finally, for finances, we have Bed Bath & Beyond is trending towards recovery, but has been put at a clear disadvantage in sales compared to its competitors due to gains in their e-commerce during the pandemic. So I'm sure all of you can see that the main focus is e-commerce for this presentation, which brings me to final analysis and recommendations. So for Bed Bath & Beyond, their main 2 problems are inability to cater to a large population of new consumers shopping through the e-commerce channel, and the lack of clear and competitive pricing with their biggest competitors. So why are these issues important? Their inability to cater to a large population. They're just missing out on a big opportunity. And soon enough, e-commerce is going to be the main consumer platform in the coming years, just because of the ease and just the way it can be administered by a business is a lot cheaper than in-store purchasing and buying. And then without clear and competitive pricing, Bed Bath & Beyond is not price differentiating from its competitors, and their competitors are holding an edge over Bed Bath & Beyond because of this. So my recommendations are to address the issue of the e-commerce system, and this would include installing high-level management officials and investing in proper shipping and fulfillment in order to efficiently cater to large e-commerce traffic with ease. Along with this, recommendation 2, to address the issue of competitive pricing, Bath & Beyond must invest in data-driven pricing systems, and but still keeping their original strategy of coupons in order to create value for customers. The implementation plan for these recommendations, basically this checklist in front of you is the plan for success. So we want clear research and development in allocating capital, high-level management teams, data collection tools to measure efficiency, and deadlines to perform data evaluations as a direct result from the implementation plan. So there needs to be a time and a place to evaluate this data and make a decision going forward. And then the evaluation criteria would be the consumer sales reports, e-commerce and in-store sales. And this will help determine if the pricing strategies were successful according to consumer spending habits, and the e-commerce traffic and survey reports. So this would be a evaluation criteria just for the e-commerce system to make sure it's developing correctly. So it would be measuring if it acquires repeat customers and provide data relating to customer satisfaction, which is super important when implementing a new type of system. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I know it was a little bit fast, but I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have an awesome day. Thanks. Bye-bye.